The start of a new season. And at this moment, every one of 43 drivers can be Sprint Cup champion.
Rock and roll, shake and bake. You ain't first, you're last.
Never had so much fun racing for 25th. How many laps to go? I'm sorry, guys, but I've just lost all composure. Same thing as every week, dude. I really just don't care. I really don't care. I'm a broken record. Just take my radio, throw it away, and use the same broadcast every week. You want me to go behind the wall now?
Caution's out. Got debris on the front stretch.
Yeah. You mean the piece I just clobbered at 200 miles an hour?
Gonna get the black flag this time.
For what? Missing a lug nut. Oh, fires! Every damn one of you!
We gotta get a better fuel can. This ain't gonna work. This right here is embarrassing. We might as well just put it on the truck. What position are we in? That's what I want to know.
30.
Can we come up with a strategy of some kind? Any ideas you guys could dream up in there? You want to put it on the truck or you want to keep going?
No, I don't want to put it on the truck.
I want to put it on the truck! This is a waste of my life! This may be a stupid question, but have you put gas in it yet?
Gas is in it.
Going conserve mode. Full conserve.
Conserve. Save.
Yeah, let's just keep saving.
I got us within a half a lap of miles.
Caution's out. Cut it off and coast.
Save gas here. Save.
Shut it off and
Paul's
coast.
gonna push you here.
Gonna be out with like a lap to go.
Everybody is pitting.
Everybody pit this lap.
Everybody's coming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
4 tires again. 4 stickers.
4 tires.
4 tires.
4 tires coming this time.
Here we go. 2 tires. 4 tires, guys. Sure you want to do 2, Jimmy?
A lot of 2 tires.
What a few of them did 2.
We should have figured everybody was going to take 2 tires, huh?
Leaders are on none.
They got 2, we got 4.
I'm all screwed up.
Yeah, that had me screwed up too.
And they're just all racing like morons, man. Copy on the morons.
You'll be able to watch it on the highlights tonight.
It's amazing that we all do this for a living.
All right, Danny.
Come on, David, talk to us. You okay, David? David, you all right?
Barely. Get your breath, bud. Take a deep breath. Talk to us when you can.
Just blew a tire, guys. We're in the fence. Our day's done.
Got the left side door ripped off of it. Yeah. Hang on to it. Hang on to it, Hang on, bud. Watch him, man. Watch him. Hold the brake, buddy. Hold the brake.
You all right, bud?
Yeah.
It looked like the 56 lost his brakes or something. Pitbull, I hope he's around after. I'm going to knock him on his ass. If you tell his spotter, if he's a man, he'll meet me on his hauler.
Now, Bourne's made it here. He just got here.
Tony just flat dumped us, man.
Got the 14 up on top of the fence and 83 driving away.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to drive off of this.
Holy, what happened there? What in the world? They freaking hit us. Son of a just spun us out. I said 83, I don't know what happened there. He knocked my whole side up. That got it coming.
I'm sorry, I should just pull over. I didn't know we were racing.
You can't help but be a smartass, can you?
Kurt said that he thought he's in your head.
So I know what we're in his head.
I didn't say that tonight.
You did?
Did not.
Okay, I'll pull the transcript.
Pull your Twitter. Pull your Twitter.
It's not on Twitter.
Okay, Facebook.
Just took us out.
You're gonna spin me out, I'm gonna spin you out. Just part of it.
We just got spun by 18.
Time to be ready.
Yeah, we're ready. All right, that's it. Keep it cool now.
Don't do anything silly. Don't do anything silly.
Oh, man, it's getting exciting right here in the front stretch.
Get your camera out. Get your phone out.
Pushed our car into the wall. Everybody just stay cool right here. We'll handle it later.
Go, they can shove that up the ramp.
In 2011, the Sprint Cup Garage opened its doors to a host of firsts, including 5 first-time winners in 5 of NASCAR's biggest events.
Cinderella Reign is going to win the Daytona 500!
Smith gets the flag!
At the line, David Reagan will win!
Paul Menard will win the 2011 Brickyard 400.
Marcus Ambrose is on his way to a first career win.
Ready to set the stage for one of the most eagerly anticipated season openers in NASCAR history.
Leading up to the 500, I wasn't nervous or anything. It was kind of weird, just like an overwhelming calmness.
Asked if he was nervous, not one finger twitched. This kid is solid as a rock.
Every Daytona 500 has been special. This one could be the best one we've ever seen.
Rookie Trevor Bayne in his second Sprint Cup start will lead them to the white flag.
When I crossed the white flag, I was thinking, man, at least we can tell everybody, hey, we were leading on the white flag lap at the 500. I get to the turn 3 and 4, I'm like, we were leading coming to the checker off of 4.
Cinderella Reign is going to win the Daytona 500!
I'm like, whoa, we won this thing, you know? I mean, I never expected it to happen that way.
The track known to be too tough to tame was the site of Regan Smith's first Cup victory.
Hang on, we've got 367 laps of hard-nosed racing.
Regan Smith, he's had a good night. He's hung around the top 15.
Can he hold him off? One more corner.
Here we come to the flag.
Regan Smith, driving the Furniture Road Chevy, based in Denver, Colorado, is going to do it. He'll hold off Carl Edwards and score his first career NASCAR Sprint Cup Series win.
We're going to work just as hard to get the second one, and probably harder, because I know what it feels like now.
I love you guys, man. That's awesome. This is a Star 500. We're not supposed to win this thing.
Daytona's Summer Edition is where David Reagan realized his American dream and got his first Cup win.
Not going to pass you, David. Just keep running about him.
Reagan gets the victory at Daytona.
That's what we needed, boys.
To come to Daytona and win here, it's kind of like, hey, we're making a statement. We've won. We've conquered this place. We can do it. Now we'll move on to the next one.
The Brickyard was the setting of a story for the ages, ending with the first Cup victory for underdog Paul Menard.
We are ready for the start of the 2011 running of the Brickyard 400. The green flag is in the air.
You know, the last lap is when I got nervous.
White flag will wave for Paul Menard.
Biggest race of your life, bud. Drive the hell out of it.
This is going to be the biggest day of Paul Menard's life.
Paul Menard, his family with such a long racing history in Indianapolis, they'll kiss the bricks together now. Woo! Hell yeah, baby!
If I could pick one to win, one race in the world to win, this would be it. And here we are.
Australian-born Marcus Ambrose got his first Cup win at Watkins Glen.
Green-white checkered. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, it was a crazy restart. I braked later on the outside, created a hole, and off I went.
Side by side for the lead. Marcus Ambrose, the new race leader at Watkins Glen.
Looks like Tony Stewart out through the grass.
Caution is out. Race is over. Marcus Ambrose is your winner.
No matter what I've done anywhere in the world, to win the Cup Series has been the biggest achievement of my entire life.
Jeff Gordon has a few achievements of his own, but one of the biggest in his career came at Atlanta as he battled 5-time champion and teammate Jimmie Johnson.
Jeff Gordon about a car length ahead of Jimmie Johnson.
He had a couple good runs at me, but you know, I was able to just kind of stay on that outside and maintain.
White flag this time. Jeff Gordon by 2 car lengths over Jimmie Johnson.
When he got real loose off of 4 coming to take the white, I was able to breathe a little bit.
Career win number 85. Jeff Gordon, 3rd on NASCAR's all-time win list.
You know, I'm speechless on the 85 wins. When you look at the names on that list,
You know, to be third behind Richard Petty and David Pearson, that's doing it. That's unbelievable. It's something I never thought I'd accomplish.
For the past 5 seasons, NASCAR's premier series has been dominated by one team.
And Jimmie Johnson is the 2006,
2007, 2008,
2009,
a 5th consecutive Sprint Cup Series championship.
The 5, I can't believe that it happened, and I was in the car and part of this team that they got it done. I'm very, very proud of what we did.
Johnson's performance frustrated competitors.
No, he's good, but he ain't a king.
I'd rather lose to any other 41 cars out there than this 48 car.
Well, no offense to him, but somebody else needs to win.
Says who?
Everybody but them wants somebody else to win. And I like Jimmie as good as anybody, but for the sake of the sport, one of the two of us needs to make something happen. I can promise you that, so...
Can't thank you enough for all your hard work. It's been a long off season. Worked your butts off.
2011 team, man. Let's go out there and get this thing done today.
Trouble, turn 3.
Big wreck. Front of you, front of you, front of you.
Gonna clean out a bunch of cars. Jimmie Johnson is involved.
Look at that. 3 Henry cars, 24, 48, and 5, all slamming into each other.
Damage bad, Jimmie? Yeah, I got stuff that broke pretty bad at the steering. I'm not sure I can really even drive it around.
10-4. Just bring her down here to the garage and we'll get her fixed up nice and safe.
Trouble, it's Jimmie Johnson spinning.
What's going on?
Well, there's this race going on, and I was going up through there, and the 42 turned down on me into 1.
Jimmie Johnson goes for a spin, slides backwards into the outside retaining wall. Trouble in turn number 2. Jimmie Johnson is around. Kurt Busch is around.
What a chump. What a chump. I got your number. I got your number.
Take it to the garage. Take it to the garage.
It's aggravating from time to time when you don't get the results that you want and you struggle.
At your mark now. Turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in.
The 48 also struggled in the pits.
Go, go, go. Hard, 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 hard.
You talk about rare mistakes. Here's one. Jimmie Johnson gets a speeding ticket.
Too fast entering, of course.
But I believe we're going to have to come back down pit road.
What do we get in trouble for?
Wedge wrench thing.
That's bad news.
Now that's a big mistake.
Bud, we got to come back in. We don't have a lug nut on the left front.
That's bull. We have got to make this shit right. This is terrible.
Chad and I have always had a very strong relationship and a relationship that we can be honest with one another. And this year with some of the challenges, people heard our honesty a bit more than what they were maybe used to.
Over grip.
Nobody does, buddy.
Okay, then don't work on it.
I'll work on it, dude, but you got to hang on to her for another lap or 2, man.
He's got a problem of some kind. That car's just going backward. Look at it.
This is awesome.
17's working the top. Inside, 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 in and out, in and out. Outside clear. Inside only, inside only. What you got going on there, dude?
They want me to state something besides the obvious, the track position?
Well, there's people passing us, dude.
Right, because I'm the guy up on the cushion trying to make something happen about busting my ass.
All right, well, let's ride it out. 15 or so laps. Nothing coming. Well, like hell, there's a lot coming. We gotta go, man. We're good laps.
Dude, your cheerleading's terrible. I'm gonna drive my ass off. Don't sweat it. Just watch.
Prove it, baby. Come on.
Actually annoying instead of helping. Just let me go out and do my thing.
Trouble in turn 2. Jimmie Johnson's engine has gone up in flame.
Oh, it's going big time.
Got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me.
We've had some engine failures. We've had crashes. We've had a lot of weird things happen. But it's like, well, you know, we're running well enough to win races. We just haven't been able to close the deal.
The 48 closed the deal at Talladega thanks to a push from Dale Earnhardt Jr.
We're definitely better like this. I'm just gonna push you like hell, no matter what.
Watch out, down low.
Way down comes Johnson.
Good run.
He's got room. They're 3 wide. 3 by 3 to the line.
Johnson.
Johnson's lone regular season victory secured his spot in the chase, but was not enough to secure a fast start in NASCAR's playoffs. But 5-time rebounded for one final charge.
Kansas was a great turnaround for the right reason when we won there. We went to Dover, Kansas, got right back in the middle of things.
Coming to the checkered flag. Jimmie Johnson works off turn number 4. No worries. He's going to hold off Casey Kane and score the victory here today at Kansas Speedway.
Right on, boys. Woo! Let's drink some champagne.
Yes, Jimmy, fantastic job, buddy. That was a very, very impressive performance today.
Jimmie Johnson's run came to a crashing halt at one of his best tracks.
Charlotte was a pretty big hit for us. I felt like we kind of lost control at that point.
Keep it there, baby.
Jimmie Johnson, sideways.
Is he going to be able to sideways? Whoa, what a hard hit.
It could be the turning point of the chase for the 48 team.
After Talladega, I knew that it was really out of our control. At that point, we needed them to let us back in, and Carl and Tony both continued to step up their game.
The season finale finished with familiar frustration, ending the greatest championship run in NASCAR history. Tony Stewart won championships in 2002 and 2005. 4 years later, he added the title of owner to his role. In 2011, he struggled in the regular season.
Somebody's got to explain to me how we lost this race today. Sorry about that. We let you down. We should have won this thing.
I'm really proud of Darian. I'm proud of our crew for fighting through what's just been an odd season. We've had just really bad luck.
Oh, Tony Stewart out through the grass in the interlude.
It hurts to have those days when you're 3 corners from getting to the finish line and you just miss that opportunity.
I'll be perfectly honest, at this point of the deal, if we're going to run this bad, it really doesn't matter whether we make the chase or not, because we're going to be occupying a spot in the chase that somebody else that actually can run for a championship. We're wasting one of those top 12 spots right now.
Despite a winless regular season, Stewart was one of 12 drivers to make it into the chase. But once there, he turned it on.
I believe we're going to get us one here.
Tony Stewart opens the chase with his first win of the season.
Tony Stewart looking to go back-to-back in as many weeks. He'll pick up the win in the Sylvania 300.
That's right, boys. 2 in a row. Way to go.
With 4 races to go, Tony took his competitive fire to another level and outdueled 5-time champion Jimmie Johnson.
Tony Stewart pulls up strong on the outside lane, dead even.
Clear, 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 clear.
To the lead, Tony Stewart.
White flag, one more time.
Johnson gets there, but not enough. Tony Stewart wins at Martinsville.
Carl Edwards better be really worried. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, he's wound up. He won the race.
We're cashing tickets in these next 3 weeks.
We'll see what happens at Texas.
The showdown at Texas between Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards lived up to the hype as a 2-man battle.
Here is your leader, Tony Stewart. The money stop. They have to take 4 tires because they took 2 last time.
Route 1. Let's go get it, buddy. Good job, guys.
White flag here, white flag. Bring it home.
We're on a roll here, and we got it going on.
With his 4th win in 8 tries in his bid for the championship, Tony Stewart takes the checkered flag at Texas.
The finale at Homestead began with Carl Edwards holding a 3-point lead over Tony Stewart.
Stewart 3 wide in turn 1 on the first lap.
Right away, Team 14 needed to dig itself out of a hole.
We got a big hole in the center of the grill. The grill screen's all punched out of it. We'll get it all ready there. I have no idea what that would have been from. 3 guys, 3 tools on it.
I was proud of how composed Darian was. They were orchestrated, they were methodical, they were efficient. And we go to the back and it's like, all right, well, it just made this job a lot harder and we're gonna salvage what we can.
Tony Stewart passed 118 cars in the race, many of them due to his aggressive restarts.
You can't let any opportunity go, and we were getting good restarts all day and getting really big runs into turn 1.
Here comes Tony underneath Carl Edwards.
2 wide with the 99, 2 wide with the 99. Doing it!
Let's stay focused here, big picture now.
We're good, I'm good.
For the 3rd position as they come up off the corner, Kyle Busch all the way to the bottom, 4 wide. How about that? Tony Stewart all the way down to the apron.
A late race rain caution bunched the field up for one final restart. Carl Edwards was lined up behind Tony Stewart in 6th place.
You should be restarting 3rd, and we are good by 5 laps right now. Awesome job.
And the green goes up in the air. 37 laps to go to decide the championship.
Stewart 3 wide to the bottom, wants the lead. He squeezes Kyle Busch up the racetrack. Stewart trying to grab the bottom. He's got Carl Edwards on his back bumper.
We had to win the battle to win the war. We fought to the end and had to be good.
Look at Stewart drive that car in. Wow. Stewart by Keselowski to the lead.
So you're doing all you can here, but we need that position, buddy.
Edwards gets a little bit physical, and he comes away with the number 2 position.
Now the task at hand, shut the difference down between himself and race leader Tony Stewart.
White flag here, white flag. Bring it home.
1 lap to go for Tony Stewart. What a job he has done here tonight.
I think the chase, I think the outcome of it and the drama during the night, I think makes it one of the greatest battles in NASCAR history.
Tony Stewart comes across the line victorious tonight.
Way to go, pal. Steering group, you are the man. You did this, bud.
One of the greatest 10 race stretches in NASCAR history.
Stewart chased down his 3rd career cup. But for owner-driver Tony Stewart, the dramatic way in which he pulled it off makes this championship the sweetest of them all.